I am so excited today. One of the days that I've looked forward to since I've started this journey was today. Today, I had my last and final weigh in. This completes the 6 month diet that my insurance required of me, and I couldn't be happier. Went in today for my last weigh in, went over my records, and I'm completely done with absolutely every single requirement that's been placed on me. I've done the stress test, I've done the psych eval, the sleep studies, two of them, the 6 month diet, a couple other small things, and it's finally over. I am done. It felt so good to go in there today and know that it's the last time or the last weigh in. Um, Again, we just after my weigh in, we just kind of went over everything just to make sure that I've completed everything, and I have. At this point, they will be submitting to my insurance. She said tomorrow, which is Thursday, or Friday. When I spoke to the case manager, I think it was last week, she said that she would submit the following day after my last weigh-in, which would mean that she'll be submitting tomorrow. Talking to the dietitian, that sounds like it's going to happen. So now it's just kind of playing the waiting game, waiting to hear back from my insurance company. I do know that they cover the surgery. I've been in contact with them multiple times just to make sure that all my T's were crossed and my I's were dotted, and that there wasn't something that I'm missing. And the only thing I've completed everything that they've required of me. The only thing that they were waiting on was the last weigh-in, which happened today. So that just makes me think that, or gives me hope that I'll hear something back soon. Um, the dietitian did say that they have up to 30 days. Normally it's within 2 weeks. I'm definitely going to stay on top of them and try to get a an answer from them as soon as possible. Probably Monday of next week I'll start calling, and I don't want it to kind of fall between the cracks or anything like that. So once they get uh, once they get the approval, then they'll set a date, and I'll have to do a 2 week diet, liquid diet before surgery, which is actually it's two to three protein shakes a day, and I get one meal that's protein and vegetables. Um, but throughout the rest of the day, I have to take the protein shakes. That kind of worries me a little bit, because clearly food is an issue for me. Um, but I'm excited to go down that path and to go on the next step of this journey. I'll also have to do a pre-op class, which will be A couple of weeks, probably about 3 weeks, or yeah, 3 weeks before surgery, and they'll go over what I guess what's expected of me leading up to surgery, and then like the 6 weeks after surgery, stuff like that. I do have to buy a kit from them that consists of protein shakes that'll last me for. I think she said it's enough protein powder to so I can make enough shakes for the next like 2 months or 3 months, and it also consists of vitamins that enough to last for the next 6 months, and then there's one in there that's I think she said 45 days. So it's a couple $100, but it covers quite a bit, and that's what I'll be using for those 2 weeks that I have to do the liquid diet. Other than that, I'm I'm just when I started this journey, I thought, wow, 6 months, that's a long time, and it came and gone like nothing. I know some of you out there are have to go through the same process, uh, like Stephanie at uh, 2013 You Me, or is it New Me 2013? One of the two. Sorry. I know that you have to go through the same process, and I think you're like 50 something days or around 60, so somewhere around there. Um, you might feel like it's dragging and it's taking forever and it's never going to get here, but it will. And I remember when I started, my 6 month diet, people were telling me the same thing, that it's going to go by before you know it, and you know what? It sure has. And it came and gone like you wouldn't believe, and I'm excited about it. So anyway, that's that. I'll keep you guys updated. I also wanted. I actually made a couple of videos over the last week or so, and I just never uploaded them. So I'll just kind of try to combine them in here real quick. Um, I finally told my coworker that I was planning on having surgery. Now I'm not looking for an opportunity to go out and just tell everyone, but at work in my department it's just the two of us, her and I, and supervisor sits on another end of the building, and we see him maybe once a week. So her and I work really close with one another, and when I'm out, she's directly affected by me not being there. So I kind of felt like she should be kept in the loop and know what's going on, because I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be out. Although I did talk to the dietitian today, and she said that it's the work that I do. Um, I can expect to be out 2 weeks, which is kind of what I figured. Um, I forgot what else. Anyway, when I'm out, she's directly affected by it, and it's funny how it came about, because we were listening to the radio and talk radio, and I think last week or the week before it came out that the governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, he had weight loss surgery. He had the lap band in February, and when it broke, that was like the main topic on talk radio here in my town. And we're sitting there, and these people are calling in and dogging the governor, and taking the easy way out. He's setting a bad example for people, So I'm listening to my coworker, and I can hear her make comments like in support of him. Now I'm paying attention to what she's saying because, mind you, I haven't told her what my plans were, and uh, so I was really unsure how she was going to react. And so she's sticking up for the guy, and then she starts to ask me um, if that's the only weight loss surgery that there is. And I explained to her the difference between the lap band, the VSG, and the Roux-en-Y. And so she had all these questions, and obviously I had to answer because I've studied all three. So she's asking all these questions, and I'm answering everything. And then I thought to myself, you better shut up because she's going to ask you, how do you know all this? Sure enough, she asked me, how do I know all this? And I had to play it off like, well, doesn't everyone know? And as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, the topic has been brought up. Now's the perfect time to tell her. And I stood up. She's 2 cubicles away from me. So I stand up, because I'm going to tell her. So I stand up, and then I sit back down. And I stood up again, and I sat back down. And so I'm going back and forth to myself, thinking, tell her, no, don't tell her, tell her, no, don't tell her. And I just said, to hell with it. And I stood up and I said, that the surgery that he had, I'm having the same thing. Not the lap band, but the Roux-en-Y. And so that led to an hour and a half. We literally sat there for an hour and a half just talking about it, and she had all kinds of questions. But she was extremely supportive, and I didn't know how she was going to react. And I was extremely nervous talking to her about it. Um, but she completely supported me 100%. So that was a really good feeling. Um, but that's the only coworker that I told, and I don't plan on telling anyone else. She had asked me if I was going to tell our supervisor what I was doing, and I said no. I'm just gonna. I already told him that I plan on having a medical procedure um, later, but it's really none of their business what the procedure is. So I don't know. At some point I may say something, but I don't have any plans right now. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. Um, you best believe that the second I hear back from my insurance company, I'll be making another video. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will definitely keep you updated. Um, Shout out to Jan Johnson, who had her surgery yesterday. Um, she had a Roux-en-Y also, I believe. Um, so hope everything goes well with you. Hope you have a great recovery. Um, that's it, you guys. I will talk to you later. It's a good day. I'm extremely happy, and thank you guys for all your support. To all my new subscribers, thank you. Um, and you guys just have a wonderful rest of the week. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.